Coming up, the Tuesday elections in Maryland, a recap of MDC DSA endorsed candidates, last-minute opportunities to volunteer in the campaigns, and how you can join the socialist fight. But first, socialism wins in DC, baby! Hello everyone and welcome to the MDC Dispatch. I am your host Tayo and I'll be bringing you the news and events from Metro DC DSA. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and be on the lookout for a new Dispatch episode every first and third Sunday of each month. Let's get to the up first. Final results are expected to be posted Sunday on the DC Board of Education website, but based on first round vote totals accessible at the time of recording, primaries across DC show a left sweep. In the DC mayor's race, Janeese Lewis George pulled 53% of first round votes, outflanking Kenyon McDuffie's 36%. McDuffie conceded on Thursday. Lewis George, a champion for affordability, accountability, and defending DC residents from federal aggression, was previously the sole DSA member on the DC Council, but rather than leaving behind a vacuum, is expected to take office as a new group of comrades and progressive allies join the council. MDC Dispatch had a front row seat at Janeese Lewis George Watch Party Tuesday, and here's a bit of what we captured.
If there was ever any doubt, let it now be laid to rest. It is the people of DC who elect the mayor of DC. Refuse to surrender their hope in a government that works for all of us. Tonight belongs to the postal worker on the early route. The nurse coming off a double. The teacher buying classroom supplies out of her pocket. We
In Ward 1, former Metro DC DSA chair Aparna Raj pulled 47% of the first round votes. Her nearest competitor, Miguel Trinidad de Ramos, stands at only 21%. Raj's strong first-round performance is a result of a united left labor coalition that was able to marshal a canvassing army that carried out a mass outreach campaign across the ward. By the end of the campaign, the Aparnistas were able to knock over 94,000 doors and maintain completely staffed forces at day of voting centers. Aparna is expected to exceed the 50% needed for majority victory. Let's go, Aparna. In the Democratic primary for at-large council seat, DC Shadow Representative Oye Owolewa received 34% of the first round votes, outpacing his nearest competitor by 19%. While at time of recording, Oye's victory is not guaranteed, he is well positioned in the contest and considered the favorite to win. Moving on to the special election for the DC Council's independent seat, Progressive Independent Elissa Silverman secured 55% of the first round vote, overcoming an opposition funded by Opportunity DC, gambling companies, landlords, the restaurant associations for metropolitan Washington, and public school privateers. Just an amazing brunch crowd, I'm sure. A final electoral battle was staged within the Democratic Party itself. The Free DC slate, an alliance of progressives, statehood activists, socialists, and mad as hell locals, were able to secure a 22-seat majority in the DC Democratic Party. The slate of activists is empowered to select the temporary replacement to outgoing council member Robert White. White breezily won the position of congressional delegate with 63% of the vote and an early concession from Brooke Pinto. The Free DC slate has vowed to recenter the battle for tenants' rights, workers' rights, progressive reform, and pursuit of statehood as the prerogative of the party. If all leads hold, the people of DC will have demonstrated a clear demand for the construction of a new workers' government in Washington, a people's government that will fight and organize for statehood without sacrificing the needs and dreams of the working people who remain in the American Empire's last remaining mainland colony. Metro DC DSA members contributed greatly in DC's June 16th election. Our members volunteered thousands of hours of labor for endorsed candidate Janeese Lewis George, Aparna Raj, and cadre candidate Oye Owolewa. Through the winter cold and snow and the summer heat and sweat, their ground game set records in DC politics. Over 94,000 doors knocked in Ward 1 for Aparna's campaign. JLG reported 200,000 doors canvassed across DC. Their victories are our victories and prove what Metro DC DSA is the turnout machine to change the DMV. For more on the chapter's response to the results or a more detailed breakdown of the results from the Board of Education, see the links in the descriptions. While Metro DC DSA had a great night in DC this past week, it's not over. We still have one final push to finish out the primary season with the Maryland election on June 23rd. Metro DC DSA has endorsed 6 candidates in Maryland, 3 in Montgomery County, and 3 in Prince George's County. On the eve of the election, we will give you a brief reintroduction to all of our candidates. First, to my beloved Prince George's County, Shayla Adams-Stafford is running for re-election to Prince George's County Council District 5. Shayla was first elected last year in a special election where she bested her Democratic primary opponent by nearly 25 points. Now in 2026, she's running a campaign based on building high-wage careers, community-based development, and providing stellar constituent services that every resident of District 5 deserves. Next up is Imara Crooms. Imara is running for PG County Council District 9. This area of the county is massive, by far the biggest district for the council. Imara is an experienced activist and community organizer. He's traveled the world working to promote democracy, human rights, and good governance. In PG County, Imara is running on a platform of infrastructure for growth, ending dumping ground politics and fighting corruption in the county. And rounding out PG County, we have Raaheela Ahmed. Raaheela is running for Maryland State Senate District 23. Raaheela is a lifelong Prince Georgian and a product of the public school system. She served for 6 years on the Prince George's County Board of Education, where she championed transparency and pushed for a culturally responsive curriculum. For the state senate election, she's focused on an extremely progressive platform, including healthcare for all, disrupting the carceral system, and strengthening public schools. Moving north To our friends in Moco, Josie Caballero is running for county council at large. Josie is a Navy vet where she worked as a nuclear power operator aboard aircraft carriers. Closer to home, she is running a campaign focused on improving schools, making housing more affordable, and bringing jobs back to the county. And most importantly, protecting our immigrant neighbors from ICE. Up next in Moco, we have Izola Shaw running for County Council District 3. Zola was a federal worker for 20 years and is a current member of the Rockville City Council. Zola is committed to building a Montgomery County where every family can thrive. And this includes affordable housing, building safe communities, reliable transportation, and bringing good jobs to the county. Last but not least, our very own Gabriel Acevedo is running for re-election representing Maryland's 39th Legislative District. Gabe has a fascinating story, beginning in Trinidad and Tobago and immigrating to America with his family in 2007. Since assuming office in 2019, Gabe has championed economic justice policies like fair taxation and guaranteed basic income. He's a tireless advocate for social, racial, gender, immigrant, and environmental justice. Join the chapter for any of the huge slates of events we have coming up in the next few weeks. RSVPs are linked in the description. Come out to push Gabe Acevedo across the finish line in Maryland's 39th. Another opposition slate has formed to oust our cadre candidate from the MD House of Delegates. The GOTV canvass is on June 22nd, the day before the election. Let's prove people power beats money. Also on Monday, June 22nd, Josie Caballero will be hosting a day full of canvassing and phone banking to get out the vote. Josie is running for a Montgomery County Council seat, as we discussed before. Canvasses will be launching at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. from Ellsworth Park and Dog Park in downtown Silver Spring. Again on Monday, big day on Monday, Imara Crooms will be hosting a Get Out the Vote canvass the day before the election in Maryland District 9. Imara is the only publicly financed candidate in this race, and he is refusing every cent of developer and corporate cash to ensure our council finally prioritizes people over profits. Please remember, June 23rd is Maryland's election day, and our endorsed candidates need volunteers to staff polling locations. This is the last chance to interface with voters and share information about our great candidates. There are opportunities for Josie all over Montgomery County and for Zola Shaw near Gaithersburg. In PG, Imara needs your help in District 9 and Raaheela in State District 23. Celebrate the close of our election season with the final Friday happy hour on June 26. We've had some fantastic victories in DC, and win or lose in Maryland on Tuesday, even though we winning, we all deserve to relax and have a little fun. The happy hour is open to the public and all are welcome to attend. Come out for our June general body meeting. In GBMs, we discuss chapter business and coordinate chapter planning for the upcoming month. All Metro DC DSA members and DSA curious are welcome to attend. Be a part of the process of governing our chapter on June 28th. And as always, subscribe to the weekly update for the most up-to-date list of events every week with the link in the description. All right, guys, that is our show. The MDC dispatch team will be taking July off for summer break. We worked really hard. We want to get a little bit of rest and relaxation as well. And we're going to be right back with you guys in August, better than ever, with more ideas, with more news, with more ways that you can join the socialist fight.